the agency about 18 years?
Yeah, yes, we were operating as a program underneath the Community Foundation. So we've been around for 18 years or so, but just at the beginning of 2025, we have separated ourselves and we're our own independent 501c3.
Just curious, what was the reason that you guys thought or did that or went that route?
Yeah, no, good question. Genesis experienced a lot of growth over the past several years, so much so that we were starting to consume the operations of the Community Foundation. So that was one reason why we decided to branch off, that we can't consume the Community Foundation. They need to continue their regular day-to-day operations and support their mission. So this would allow us to continue to expand. And secondly, the Community Foundation would have to serve as our fiscal sponsor if we remained a program underneath of them. So Genesis couldn't directly apply for granting funds. And so there were some really large-scale grant opportunities that we missed out on that were hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars. So this will allow us to do that moving forward if those opportunities arise again. Yeah.
Are you still working like in collaboration with them, or are you like, I mean, like, are you still under the same building or like?
Yeah. No, we're very much community partners, and we try to align our efforts when we can. But no, we're still in the same building with them as well. So, no, it was a good separation. It was not bad by any means.
That's
so.
what I assumed. But.
Yeah. It was all in good tensions, and that was actually the long-term vision for the RCCF Board of Directors, is that they wanted Genesis to become its own entity, and so it aligned right with what they hoped it would do.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And you shared the IRS determination letter, and you've got a cover letter, and you also supplied your budget. So thank you for being complete and sharing with us needed material. Council, do we have any more questions for Genesis?
I just want to, I've been up there before after one of their events, and I walked in, and I don't know if you remember, there were a ton of young adults in the one room, and I've seen some of the stuff that, I forget what it was, but they did, and everybody was just like really happy, and they seemed like they learned a lot too. So I want to kudos to you for that.
Thank you. I appreciate that very much. Our programs are designed to be engaging and fun, and we want kids to learn something valuable from them. So we try to do that and make sure that they gain something meaningful out of their experiences with us.
Good. We don't determine today the award, waiting till Thursday afternoon, but we have you down. Your request was for $15,000, is that correct?
Yep, that's correct.
Okay. Anything else you want to share?
No, thank you for giving us the chance to submit and be included, and thank you for giving us the opportunity to be here today. I appreciate it very much.
Great. Thank you.
Okay,
Nice
thank you.
seeing you.
You too.
All right, Tara, Health Department, appreciate your cooperation.
No problem.
That we were able to look at that program and learn more. The way we'll do this is, I'm glad you're here to share, we're going to look at location. This is the Health Department. On ours, it's page 51, 0034, Health Department, Environmental Division. And we look here, and starting off with the health officer, and what we're going to do, I don't know, I started to share, if you were listening, it's a 3% increase. So we had shared previously in your letter, cover letter from us, $2,500. But we're doing a 3% increase, and then also longevity. And the longevity will start at 5 years, the anniversary, and it'll be paid out on the individuals close to their anniversary date. It's $150 per year. You start to accumulate or add to your time, beginning with your employment, then at 5 years, you'll be paid, well, it'd be $750 close to your anniversary date, and progress on and cap out or max out, maybe I should say, at 25. So you may have 30 years, but you're still going to be paid for 25 years of longevity. So we're going to go, and we've all reviewed the budgets and everything. from the individuals from each office. And we're looking here then, and it's going to take us a little longer because Amy's has prepared this very thoroughly. Oh, you got this? Oh, well, I'm not going to explain then, she's on top of it.
She
But
worked at lunch.
she didn't take lunch, and she got all these figures for us. So can you share, Amy?
Yeah, 22,704, 50,985, 55.
Wait a minute, 5985? Okay, thank you. What's our next one?
55,105, 37,663, 53,097, then it's 0, 44,672, 21,392,
You said 21?
392. And then 104, it stays the same, 104,000, 8,400, 2,800. Perf is 27,051. Workers' comp stays the same, and longevity would be 4,200. And that is because Tracy has 23 years and Candy has 5.
All right,
No one else has hit that 5-year mark down there yet.
okay.
Does the longevity not apply to like a health officer or anything like that, or board members or anything like that?
Oh,
Okay.
not for the board members.
Okay, not the health officer.
And the health officer.
I just
He's
didn't
county,
know.
yeah.
Okay.
Health officer, it would apply to him.
Maybe you want him, I just,
Or-
he's just part-time.
He's
so I just-
part-time.
He's part-time.
Well, he is part-time, okay.
Okay,
He's
doesn't
he's
apply
a
to her.
board, he's a board member, basically, correct?
It's
No.
different,
He's, by state code, he's in charge of the health department.
correct.
I mean,
Our-
I can give it to him, he's got at least 20, he's got way
I
more
think
than
he's got-
25 years in it.
He's, yeah, he serves 2 counties. I think he serves Franklin, and also he serves Ripley County as the
I'll
health
do what you
officer.
want me to do, I mean, I could change it, but
What do you
that's
think?
not my decision.
He's here part-time.
He's considered part-time, correct?
Well, that's kind
I
of
would
tough.
assume, because he doesn't get perks.
He's paid
Okay,
on a
does-
part-time basis,
Is
yes.
it hourly or is it salary?
Salary.
It's a salary.
Position, because, I mean, he's,
It's sort of like our attorney. He gets paid so much a year to be here to
Don't you
represent.
consider that like salary though? I mean, I realize they're not working 40 hours a week, but they're not also working, it's not like they work 15 hours one week and 20 hours the next, right?
yeah, I
Or
mean,
2 hours
he
a
gets
month.
paid whether he's here or not,
Well, and also
no
state
matter
code.
what.
To me,
So
that's salary, not
It
hourly,
is.
but.
And I agree to that, but he doesn't get perks with the county either, or benefits
Okay.
with the
Okay.
county.
But correct me, but according state law or anything, he's available 24/7, correct?
Right,
If
he,
we-
like all of our power vests through the health officer.
Yes.
Yeah.
If we, I don't even want to
What-
give an example, would have an outbreak, he's the person, if it's on Sunday, doesn't matter.
I'm not saying it's right or wrong the
I'm not
way we
either.
do it, I'm just, that's the way it's been done.
Okay.
I'm not
I was
stating
trying
it's
to
right or wrong.
logically process.
Well, they're not asking for any more. It's same as last year, so what are we
The
discussing?
health officer is a 3% raise.
Yeah, the health officer going to get 3%.
Is there any other
Oh,
position
I was
like
looking
that
at
in
the
county?
chairman.
Is there another position like that in the county?
No, not really, other than, I mean, kind of the coroner, but he's elected, so it's different yet.
What's our thinking on this, council?
Like I said, I mean, that's.
Well, 24,
doesn't mean
it was,
Make it right or wrong, it's just the way it's always been done, so I don't.
24, it was 22,042. 25, it was 22,042. I don't have the book that goes back to 23 or 22, but it doesn't look like they've been,
I don't think he was added to the raises last year.
'23, it was 2,600.
Yeah. Last year, I don't think he was added to the raise. I don't know why.
So 23, he was 2,600?
20,
$20,600.
Oh, 20,600, okay, I didn't, okay. Yeah,
And 3% is 22,704. Correct, Danielle?
Correct.
Okay.
well, without him, we don't have a health department,
Well, we can't run without him.
right?
We have to have him.
I sort of think it's pretty important to have, for $700, I'd hate to lose them.
I'm kind of heading that way too, Ron.
Can he get longevity?
No.
That's what,
It's gonna be 3,900. He's
For
been
his-
here since 1989.
No,
For
I'm
his
not,
longevity.
I was talking, I thought you mentioned the raise.
no, we was talking about longevity.
But he's been that since
He's
1989.
subcontract.
Well, I know, because
Oh,
You
when I
think
started,
he-
he was like
Yeah.
fresh.
Yeah,
I don't know, if,
I know.
you think about this as subcontracted or contractual, we're required by state law to have him. And it has to be, quote, a medical director, or a medical doctor, excuse me. It can't be a dentist, or all respect, or a veterinarian or something, or a nurse practitioner.
That's a, Jason, do you remember the state
They don't get
qualifications
perf,
for
and they don't get
the health
insurance.
officer?
Has to be a physician with an unlimited license to practice medicine. There's a recent change to the statute. If you have somebody, if the county elects to, the board has to, health board has to agree to it. If the county elects to, can't find a physician, elects to not have a physician, that can be substituted for an individual who has a master's in public health with, I think, at least 5 years' experience. There's an experience there, don't quote me on that years, but I think it's 5. So, but it's either, you have to have either or, you can't do without.
Right. Okay.
I would say no on longevity then.
Okay, no on longevity?
My opinion, because, you know, they don't get perf, which would make them a county employee if they did. They don't get insurance, which could make them a county employee if they did. So I would,
So-
just because of those things, I don't think there should be longevity.
So that person's not considered a county employee.
But quote, state statute, quote, the county must have, correct?
Yes, I don't know, I can look it up, I don't know if it says you must have it or you must employ that person, I don't know what it says.
Okay, council,
I'm for.
for the longevity? Anybody else? For Stephanie? Diane?
Do we have any other situation like this in the
I
county?
asked, they said no.
Similar?
No.
Okay.
I mean, we have the coroner,
Yeah.
and we have Jeff Furnish, but they're both elected officials.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I can say it both ways, I don't know.
Yeah, you too.
So
I do too.
I'm leaning.
what about the attorney? Is that,
Well, he's
He
more
doesn't
of
get
a,
anything
he's
either.
a contractual service.
He's a contractual service.
okay.
I'll agree, I think we should, because it's splitting hairs,
Yes.
but,
Since 1989 is a lot of service.
yes.
Well, it's going to top out at 25.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he's over that, but the individual, him, or the person, I'm not saying individual, he or she, but by being required, we can't function, have a health department. They're key, and they're the person who would have to say something was an epidemic or close a school.
So let me ask you this then. The health officer is picked by the commissioners to do this job.
Does your health board
So
select someone?
the board selects the name and submits it to the commission for
And then the
approval.
commissioners say either yes or no.
Yes.
And
Correct,
at this point in time, the commissioners have said no?
correct.
I'm, like I said, I'm just one out of us, but
Right.
the commissioners, never mind. You guys pick
I
what you
think
want.
it's 4 and maybe 1, but I agree that we should. Diane, was it yes, or I want to make sure that everybody's clear on this.
I guess I'm, to what you just said, we do or we don't have a health officer?
We do.
We have one, but he's not been, what's the words I'm looking for?
He's been nominated by the health board for reappointment, but the commissioners have
Not
denied.
reappointed
Right.
him.
So
So what
he's,
happens next?
So he stays in the position
So they
until
find
a
a new one.
replacement is found.
And he's been in this position since 1989. I mean, there's no breaks in that, it's.
That's
all that
correct.
time.
I have no idea.
And he's also serving in Franklin County as the health officer.
And what do they do?
Oh, I don't know anything about
What's
it.
the-
He just shared with me that he served Franklin County and also Ripley County.
So what's the process of what happens next?
It's
Well,
been
we have a
advertised.
health board member here if he wants to.
Sorry, I'm trying to research the last question. What's the current question?
They're asking about steps going forward if, because he has not been reappointed by the board, and I think you're better suited to that question.
So the way the process works by statute is the health board appoints an individual. That individual appointment has to be confirmed by the county legislative body, so the commissioners have to approve that appointment. The individual in question was reappointed by the health board, and the commissioners denied that reappointment, said no. So it went back to the health board. The health board has not yet found a candidate that they have another suitable candidate to bring to the commissioners for appointment. They have also have elected at this point to not bring that individual's name back for consideration again. So the statute also has a provision where the person will remain in office until a successor is appointed and certified by the commissioners. So that's where he's at now. It is somewhat in limbo, filling that position until someone else fills it.
Did I hear right? You guys have somebody that sits on the board that might be interested in taking the position?
We have one physician who's submitted a
Letter of
resume,
intent.
curriculum, CV, which was requested in the job posting online. She is planning to attend, there's a Public Health 101, people keep referring to it as a boot camp, I don't know if they call it that or not, but State Department of Health puts that on. It's basically a 101 on public health. It's a afternoon and evening, and then an all-day event, and health officers are required to attend it. So it's planned that that individual that's interested in is going to attend that, and then maybe be interested. But other than that, there's no.
And the
There's
position
no-
is still posted, so
It's still
people,
posted to the county
and people are
website.
still not.
Commissioners requested that we post it. Terry, I'll ask you to do that today.
So let me ask this question then.
Okay.
And I'm just, so this is mainly the council. So we're going to possibly give longevity to somebody that's not been renewed for the position. I'm just asking.
I'm not concerned about that, I'm concerned about down the road. We're setting precedents. 10 years down the road, 20 years down the road. When there's people sitting here having the same conversation 20 years from
I hope it's not me, Stan.
now. I agree.
So we may, well, still relevant, but we could be talking about if there's individual selected and they would not be eligible for longevity until 5 years down the road. The person who's presently in that position, and we can't be mind readers of what the commissioners may do, they may turn around and say, you know what, we've reevaluated this and we really feel like we have the right person as our health officer who is in that position now, and then that person would get longevity pay for 25 years because they're over 25 years. If they come and we have another individual, they'll start to build their longevity starting at some date.
Yeah, to reiterate, I'm not concerned about the individual, I'm concerned about the position.
Right, and
That's-
I'm not, yeah, it's irrelevant, not irrelevant, but I'm not thinking of the person, just the position for this coming year. So, do you,
I'm still a yes.
Diane, do you want to share?
Well, if this position is indeed a Ripley County employee, then it should be entitled. So as long as we establish that it is a,
We're required to have that person in Ripley County. Stephanie?
I agree.
And I agree. Ron?
Oh, you're going to just call for a vote then on it and go that
Well,
way?
well, okay. I guess on this
You need to go-
particular
You need
one.
to add it.
Right. Well, it
It's
is,
not gonna be a motion, it's just gonna be a vote.
Right.
right. Okay, so is it a 4-to-1 vote? That we put in longevity for
Well,
the
it doesn't
health
matter. I mean,
officer?
just say yes or no. My answer is no, but everybody else is yes, so I would say you're going to put yes.
Right,
I'm a yes.
and I'm a yes. Okay, yes, okay. Excuse
So
me,
your longevity
Terry.
amount's gonna be $79.50.
Thank you. Vital record supplies. Tara, that's 25,203 point, and then 5 zeros. That's gone for 26 of $5,000. Can you share why?
That was trying to move some of the HFI, since we took that huge cut on HFI that went from like 630,000 down to 150. I don't have the exact numbers in front of me.
56 or something?
Yeah, some of that operational budget, trying to move that back to the county.
Okay,
And then I also wanted to I really, because we do have to do reporting, I did want to try to separate out each kind of division's supplies. So I did want to leave like vital records, environmental, in our clinic so that I can easily see when I'm doing data reporting later where, like, which division is spending what.
okay. And your office supplies increased by 4,000?
Same reason.
And then also your outreach?
It's the same reason.
And-
What about the repairs? Apparently you had something that needed repaired in 2015. Does it need repaired again in 2025? Does it need repaired again in 2026?
I did not prepare the 2025 budget, so I don't know what that was in reference to. So I don't anticipate anything. I just left it there because it was there last year, but there's not currently anything that's in disrepair.
So do we scratch that one then?
I guess so, if we don't know what we're gonna repair, and then could come in and ask.
The 25900 you're scratching? Is that what you-
25900, yes.
Can we, since we went to the Vital Records Registrar, so the number that Amy gave me is different from the number on the budget projection.
Can you share with me what number we,
11156, Vital Records Registrar.
oh, yes,
So Amy had quoted the 37,663, so what I had put on there was the 44,000, and that was for the same reasons that I had presented to you in the last council meetings.
So in 2020, on line item 1156, this person was paid out of county general. And then what they did, I don't remember who the health officer was at that time, then they got a grant and they paid this person from a grant for a certain amount of years.
Correct.
Okay, this grant doesn't have enough anymore to cover this position. So basically what they're doing is just coming back to what the salary would be
Right.
for this person, and it's the 44,000. Correct?
That's correct.
all right, and the nurses' operation supplies,
So are we leaving that the same, or are we changing?
Moving up to the 44, Ron, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it should stay where it's
That
at.
should be 44?
Yes.
it's there.
Okay.
Well, I know, but I had changed it.
Oh, excuse me, all right.
And it makes everything else change. That's why I'm like, you guys gotta speak up and let me know what you're doing and what you're changing, because
Sure, I'm glad you asked. Okay, moving down,
No, yeah, waiting for him. Social Security for
so social security should be 22,164. And perf is going to be 27,761.
okay. Everybody get that down? Mm-hmm. All right. We're at 29,560, nurses' operation supplies.
So we lost our immunization grant, so that was one of the reasons I was trying to put some of our clinic costs, moving that over to 1159.
Can any of this come out of lit?
Pardon?
Can any of this come out of the lit? This safety tax, this is for safety, but I don't know if,
That's for public safety, public health safety, correct? This is for, wouldn't that be
I mean, this is public health.
Safety,
so couldn't that come out of,
or is that stretching lit?
I don't know. Let's start a directive for certain things, but this is public safety. I would think we need to check into that somehow because that would make things a lot easier,
Well,
possibly.
herd immunity is what that's called. Yes, sir.
So if you have, and I'm asking because I don't know, you know, I don't know. You have the public safety lit that you're discussing. That goes, that's divided percentages by jail, sheriff's department, UMass. What percentage, I'm not saying don't investigate, what percentage, what piece of that pie that's public safety lit would you take this from? I don't know that there's any of this designated for public.
Public health.
That's what I don't know. That's what I would want to learn. I would want to learn that before we did. I mean,
No,
we can't? Okay.
That's stretching it quite a bit.
I'll forward this email to you from the State Board of Accounts.
Okay, good. Thank you, Amy.
God, I wish I had the brain cell Girl Scott.
Okay, thank you for forwarding that, Amy. Now we're going to move down, and I realize we don't have the total for these categories, but for the 31300 auto insurance,
So we were sharing there was a vehicle that we purchased that Mobile Integrated Health Unit is purchasing, but last time I talked to them, they were going to be doing all of the insurance and vehicle repairs on that going forward, since they knew that our HFI funding was going to be cut. But we do not have a health department vehicle at our disposal.
okay. So, am I correct, 31,300?
Are you saying we should scratch that?
You went up $300.
So we could put a 0 on that.
So you want to put a 0. Amy,
Right, I'm right here.
it's 31,300.
But I think the title to the car, if I'm not mistaken, it might still be in the health department, since it's the one that purchased the vehicle.
It is, well, it's in the commissioner's name.
Okay.
It's in EMS's folder now.
All right. 32,200 dues, an increase of $500?
So that part of those dues were paid out of other funds, and part of them were on county budget, but we do have professional organizations that Dr. Welsh is part of, that our public health nurse is part of. We also have membership dues that the health department itself is part of. So those are just to cover those professional
Dues?
dues.
And you've seen an increase in those?
Is consolidating them onto the county budget, since we were putting them on different funds.
Okay. We have a copy machine agreement.
Correct, that is with the office shop for our copy machine.
Okay. And then 32,328, the local public health match. Now,
So
we had that this year, but
so when I was talking to the state about the county match, and I did ask them, does that need to be a separate line item to match? And they said it doesn't. So the entire budget itself can count as the county's match. It doesn't need to be a specific line item. So it's the total that matters, not a specific line item. So that's why
you did it that way.
0, yes.
Okay. 32,720, this is probably what you've shared previously, that an increase of $800 for 26 going up to $1,300.
Right. And we do have to attend conferences. Legislation is constantly changing, and a lot of where we get our information comes from the professional organizations that we're part of and the conferences that we attend.
And you may need continuing ed credits, and that may help there with continuing education.
Right.
Correct.
Correct.
Printing staying the same, advertising,
So we had some of our advertising budget on other grants, and since those are going away, we moved them over.
all right, the 34,404, the cell phone,
Same reason.
and then it's something that's 34,800, travel expenses, 4,500.
Correct, that's the same reason. We were trying, when we had our different grants, we were trying to put that mileage on the grant that it matched. But since we're losing a lot of the grants, like we were putting mileage on the immunization grant, well, that went away. But we're still wanting to do those mobile immunization clinics. And then that includes, all of our trips to do septic inspections, pool inspections, food inspections, so.
The liability insurance, has that increased $130?
That was in response to the directive to how to budget insurance changes.
And then we have the malpractice for the nurse, 36,451.
Correct, and I haven't received the new statement on that, so that was just kind of just going off of the other insurance, kind of trying to match that.
And then 37,300 legal services, that's a new one, $2,500.
That should be the same.
Had it last.
Right.
Excuse me. All right, that's our public, health department, environmental division.
Furniture and fixtures, that last line,
Ah, yes.
Yes.
that's a number.
That was we're looking at when I came in, it was just kind of, things were kind of everywhere, and we're trying to look at doing more vertical storage. That's why you're seeing my countywide emails to try to rehome the file cabinets, because it's not a good storage system, so I'm looking at doing something more vertical, like bookshelves or something, to use that wall space. I don't have any quotes or anything on that, but that just was one of our goals.
Do you feel like 5,000?
I don't know,
Is a little over?
when you go in our, kind of our waiting area and you look at our chairs, there has been some wear and tear on there, so I don't, if we're wanting to keep the building aesthetically pleasing, that might be something too, just looking at some of that, but again, it was kind of a wish list, it wasn't something that I had.
Well, if it's a line item and she doesn't use it, it'll come back.
Okay. Council feel the same way, other members? All right,
492, 973.
492,973? Okay. This is local 0034. Do I have a motion?
So
Stan moves. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Ron has seconded the motion. Any discussion? We're hearing none. We'll proceed to vote. All in favor, raise your right hand. Those opposed, same sign, 5-0. Now we're going to miscellaneous, 0000.
So this is the one that I just passed out with the changes, so I'm trying to make sure that, because I have to do the budget with the state, because this is our state funding, so I'm trying to get what we're doing at the county level to match what I have to submit to the state. I know it's kind of confusing because what I'm spending next year is actually some leftover from last year plus what we're getting next year. So that's why the number is higher than what we're getting next year. So what I just passed out is trying to get that to closely align with what I've submitted to the state. And if you remember the last time I was here, we moved that some into incentives. We created that new column incentive. So that was after I had submitted the budget to you. So I wanted to make sure that was reflected in next year as
And
well.
the incentives was 10,000, wasn't it?
Correct. So I just left it the same.
Okay.
And so you want to add incentives to this budget, correct?
Correct, yes, because we had done
And-
it for the rest of this year.
Amy, she's given us this new sheet. Did you get it?
And I didn't know what the code was.
36201, rewards and incentives.
Okay.
All right. Using our new sheet.
And then she wants to add contractual services, is that correct?
Yes, because that is how we're doing, funding the mobile integrated health unit. It's there for their hours and their miles.
Okay. Contractual services.
It's 37800.
I got a hole punched there and I couldn't see that. Okay, in that contractual services, you're asking for 54,000, is that correct?
Correct.
This group insurance, is that our county insurance? Is that correct?
Correct.
13300, and more individuals are going to be participating in county insurance, is that correct?
I just went off of the percent that I was given, so it was kind of my best guess, but I'm sure, Amy, did you run through the
Last year, there's
numbers
only
of those?
one employee in this, that had insurance, it looks like, and now she's got 2 employees that have insurance. I did not run every one of them insurance numbers because.
It's a little
I did
soft,
not.
right,
That's fine.
Just being honest. I did not.
right.
You're good.
And again, it is the state fund, so if we don't spend it, we would just put it in move it to another area.
All right,
I give the rates out to them, they know who has insurance in their department and who doesn't without me having to go in everybody's payroll to do that.
okay. And then we have the incentives.
Do we need the numbers at the top changed?
I'm just waiting for
I'm asking.
to ask.
I'm asking.
But, so did I understand right, with one employee on the insurance, it was 22, but if you add a second, it jumps up to 80?
Well, it just depends, I don't know what she budgeted that for. I don't know if she budgeted for 2 families, yes, I'm sure it is 80. It's close.
I like quadruples.
It just depends on if the person chooses insurance or doesn't.
Let me look. So it's gonna be Cynthia, correct?
For the maternal child health coordinator, yes.
Come on, computer, you can do it.
Correct.
No, it is not going to be that high. Unless she knows something that I don't about it changing. Like if Maria's gonna get insurance, or if
I haven't,
she's gonna change it, or.
I don't anticipate any changes, but I haven't had that conversation with her.
Yeah, below 71,
All right, thank you.
71, 100.
Okay. Okay.
Do we want to look at the two salaries?
The school liaison, 11131.
So if I picked up a school liaison, it's going to be over on the school budget, not under HFI, since we won't have the funding for that there anymore.
Okay.
So the MCHC is going to be 49,641 with a 3% raise. And then the next one, which is clerical nurse assistant, is going to be 43,260. Social Security should be 71,007. Group insurance, 71,100. Per 10,405. And then first column is $333, which is a total of $181,846. And then 64,000 added to that. Is 245. 846.
Okay, then I have a question for you.
Go ahead.
Equipment and purchase of a building.
So this was a conversation that I did have. So we can save 10% of our HFI on capital expenditures, but I didn't, so the question was, do I put it in the budget as that 10%, or do I, since I don't actually plan on purchasing a building next year, I mean, we could not. But if I'm not going to do it, do I still ask for the appropriation for it? So there is that 10% that I just didn't put it in there because I wasn't planning on spending it next year, unless my health board has other ideas.
Purchase of the building, 51,000?
Correct.
Okay.
The state allows us to save it for when we eventually want to spend it, so
Okay.
I don't have to have it allotted. I could, it's just going to sit there.
It was a placeholder.
Right,
Okay, that's what I wanted to make sure that it wasn't.
That's,
okay.
and the same with the equipment.
Right, that's correct.
Okay. And Amy, did you say you came up with the funds total of 245, 846?
Yep.
Okay. Do I have a motion to approve this location 0000 miscellaneous local public health fund?
Motion.
Ron, do we have a second?
I'll second.
Stephanie? Any discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to vote. All in favor, raise your right hand. Those opposed, same sign. 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, excuse me. All right. Now we'll go to 0037, health maintenance.
So this is a fund that has no more, it was state money. They are not putting money into this account anymore. We do have a balance left over. This isn't the entire balance. I just kind of shot for 50% as a just in case. So,
So actually, okay, this health maintenance is going to be discontinued. We're keeping it as a line item, and we have these funds at present, correct? We don't have to draw them down?
we do not have to spend it down to zero now. So they could, this kind of, we're looking at it as kind of our savings rainy day, something happens and we need to spend it. But, so I put some line items in there just to have something, but it's kind of our rainy day.
Okay. Council, do you want to discuss this? This is, she shared what it's for.
I'll make a motion.
Okay, we have a motion from Ron. Do we have a second?
Stan.
Oh, excuse me, Stan. Stan, do we have a second?
I'll second.
Ron, second. Any discussion? We'll proceed to vote. All in favor, raise your right hand. Those opposed, same sign, 5-0. This is account number, location 0331, Health Department Trust Account.
So this goes along with health maintenance. It is an old fund. There is no money coming in. There is a cash balance in there. It's the same.
Motion.
All right. Do we have a motion?
Motion.
Ron, a second?
Yes, second.
Diane? Any discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to vote. All in favor, raise your right hand. Those opposed, same sign, 5-0. All right, we have a 0583 bioterrorism grant.
So this is the fund where we keep our FEP. So FEP is a reimbursable grant. Our allotment is $20,000 in the next fiscal year. So I've budgeted for $20,000. Now they run mid-year to mid-year, not calendar year, but we have to spend it first and then we get reimbursed and then it comes back into this fund.
That's July 1 through June 30, correct? I think
That
so.
sounds right.
All right. Council, any discussion? Now, you did include something in there for consulting. Is that just possible, or?
I had gotten a quote on looking at a consulting firm for looking over our emergency preparedness plans, just kind of poke holes in it, see where we can improve our plans. The company I had looked at was on the East Coast. The state really wants me to look for somebody in Indiana, and that's kind of the ballpark.
Okay. Council?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Stan? Any discussion? Hearing none, proceed to vote. All in favor, raise your right hand. Those opposed, same sign, 5-0. Our next is miscellaneous 0000, immunization and vaccine.
So this fund actually expired. It was a reimbursable grant. There is a small cash balance in it. When I prepared the budget, we were only going to get $6,000, but that $6,000 is now $0. But I went ahead and left it because of the cash balance in there.
Okay. Council, any discussion? Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Ron? A second?
I'll second.
Discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to vote. All in favor, raise your right hand. Those opposed, same sign, 5-0. Account number miscellaneous 000, school COVID-19.
So this is, we received this money in response to COVID. We did not have to pay back what we did not spend. They let us keep it. We have some latitude on how we can spend it. We host an annual back-to-school bash, and we use this fund for that. If we picked up a school liaison, we could potentially pick up one out of this fund. We're not actively posting a school liaison. We're just kind of seeing what we can do without a full-time person in that position. So it's just, there's just a leftover funding, and
Did you hold your school bash?
yes, we did.
And was it successful? You want to share?
I wish, I knew you were going to ask me that, then I could have brought our numbers. I can't remember how many. There was, was it like 200 families came? I can't remember how many families or 200 people. I was doing shots. It was very busy, yes.
And where was it held?
Here, so we had, in the commissioner's room here, we had, where we had our vendors, so we had, pretty much all the organizations that do like kids activities. We had everybody from Girl Scouts, YMCA, like everybody in this room. We did immunizations, we had hearing, vision, dental outside and in our health department area, and then we did the school supply handout in the lobby over there.
So you felt like it was a big success?
Yes, I think my goal is to get more people doing the health screenings, more immunizations. I know we were very, very busy back there, but I think the community had a good time. I think the partners that were here, they got to talk to a lot of families. They were happy about that. I always think there's room for improvement, so.
Okay, well, that's an objective overview. Great outreach. Council, any discussion looking at the items there?
I will, we do not have a school liaison right now, so, I mean, I don't know if that's the number you want to base it off of. She's put in 42,000, which, I mean, I can't change that when we haven't had one prior. I mean, we had one 2 or 3 years ago, but we haven't had one in a while. I will say, though, the social security and the perf is off just a little if you want to change it, but if you're going to leave it at 42, if not, we'll change it if you want to change that amount.
Well, we adopted last year at 42,
But we didn't hire one.
396. No, I'm saying I think how much for last year.
We had come to you to ask to move it from full-time to part-time because we did have a candidate. The candidate didn't wind up working out, so then we would move it back to, if we did hire, we would move it back to full-time.
I believe the candidate had another job and coordinating our position with
Right.
their position. We just couldn't mesh that all
Right.
together.
Is it a lot, maybe, change, difference?
I mean, social security is 3213 and perf is 4704, which would bring it to 79,917. If you're going to leave it at that 42.
What's the thought? Council?
I mean, it's less than we budgeted for last year. So- Or for this year, sorry. I'll make a motion.
Okay, Stan, you move.
Do you want a total
Please, sorry.
on everything?
Mm-hmm.
145, 417.
Yeah, I'll make that motion.
Thank you, Amy. Thank you, Stan. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
I'm still
Any-
trying to figure out what, you said it's less than last year. Am I looking at these numbers wrong?
Well, you may be looking at the '04, but Stan has his copy from last year, and the copy from last year for '25, Stan was what?
Well, it's on the miscellaneous 4 zeros. I'm sorry, next page. Oh. School liaison, yeah, 4 zeros, school liaison, 42,396
42,396. Thank you.
in our budget for that.
Okay.
Okay, that was our discussion, correct? We'll call for the vote. Any more discussion? All in favor, raise your right hand. Those opposed, same sign. 5-0. Stan and Ron, move. Now we have miscellaneous, and this is Safe Sleep.
This is a reimbursable grant. This is the fund that our maternal child health coordinator operates out of. This is where she has been getting her pack and plays, car seat, infant car seats, and all that is out of here. So we're looking, when we're looking at what we did for the state, we were putting her travel expenses on the HFI and then moving that to general, so that we could use the total amount for her supplies.
Okay. And I believe the bassinets or the sleep are free from the state.
You have to
Send those.
participate in our educational programming for a lot of the supplies that we hand out, so.
And they follow up and things, make sure the cribs are being used. Any discussion? Do I have a motion? Diane?
I'll second.
Stephanie? Any discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to vote. All in favor, raise your right hand. Those opposed, same sign. 5-0. Diane and Stephanie. Miscellaneous, 000.
It's zeros.
Zeros.
Budget there.
Oh, zeros. All right, so we don't need anything there. Thank you. Tara, do you have any other questions of us?
Not at this time. I do appreciate you hearing me and seeing me today.
And appreciate everything you and your staff are doing.
Okay, thank you.
I'm going to take a comfort break here until 2:30. So we'll resume at 2:30. It's now 2:20. And we have one more individual at 2:30, Jamie Brown.
That's what Andrew said. You're state funded,
Oh, state funded.
so we gave him longevity.
No longevity for a health officer. Oh, he looked it up.
He's watching it yet.
Okay, well, we made a mistake. We give, but he's retiring in the year.
It doesn't matter, he shouldn't get it. The health officer shouldn't get it. Down the road, they shouldn't get it.
Okay, well,
My opinion.
okay, well, he said they're state funded.
Check with her before we,
But
if you go back here and look,
I can put you on at 10:15 if you're gonna be here for EMS.
if you go back here and look,
okay,
So, we're gonna put tomorrow at 10:15, we're gonna put the coroner there just in case you would have questions.
only thing was we increased the amount that we are allowing for autopsies.
He upped his too in this year's budget.
Okay.
But Jason will be here in case you have any
Okay.
questions.
Now, Amy,
Watching.
is our health
have you been
officer,
watching?
do we pay the health officer or the state of Indiana
We do.
pay? Our health officer? We pay it. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Did you have a good morning? Good. Oh, we're taking a comfort break right now. We're going to resume at 2:30.
Sorry. Didn't mean to wait.
Oh, it's all good.
Is there going to be a question and answer session still on this longevity iron thing questions out, or is that done?
It's done.
What's your question?
Does the health officer get longevity?
They approved for him to?
Any elected official gets longevity?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, so trustees,
We don't pay trustees.
State pays,
Trustees.
they're not a county employee,
no, state pays that.
so that they're an elected official?
Yes. But they're not paid by the county, they're paid by the trustees' budget.
So their years of service.
Good luck.
doesn't matter if they-
Correct. Because it's a different entity.
Okay.
They have their own tax rate.
So no questions about the
That's the only one we've had so far.
That's a good question.
It is. I mean, it is a really good question, but because they're not paid by the county, I would say no. Because township trustees are a completely different entity, kind of like the school. Even though the school's not elected, the trustee is, it's just a totally different entity.
And
You're talking advisory board and all that stuff, those are all different.
Yeah, because they're not paid by the actual county, they're paid by the trustee themselves.
a few governors ago tried very hard to eliminate those positions. I mean, it doesn't,
10, 50.
uh, it's irrelevant, but,
Elected and full-time county employees.
Ain't worth the breath.
I know.
See you in the morning.
I
Oh, sorry.
Few more this. There would be hurdles.
And I have a feeling that you guys are probably gonna get in a pinch with giving the health officer. Because, I mean, you have other employees that are kind of like that, but not kind of like that.
That's why I asked if there was
Yeah.
anyone else.
But I mean, they're not, well, they aren't, but they are. I don't know how to explain it. Like Jason Smith, he is part of the coroner's office, he's part of the health department. He works for EMS, even though he doesn't work very many hours for EMS, very little at all. But like, he holds numerous positions in the county.
So he should get longevity
But
too?
he's salaried or he's hourly?
It depends on which department he's working for.
It's no different than Dr. Welsh or the health administrator. He gets
You know what I
paid, he
mean?
gets paid to do this.
So what about the dog? Does he get longevity?
It's the same way
We
with the
haven't
dog
been
catcher.
there yet.
I mean, they get paid so much to do
Like
this.
the dog warden, there's
He should-
one that,
exactly, he
he's
should
like,
get it.
he's like Dr. Welsh.
Yep, he should
He
get
is
it.
like Dr. Welsh.
Jason should
See,
get
I mean,
it.
I can't,
But he's elected, right?
I figured like these
No.
things would come up. No, he's appointed.
He's appointed.
And he's on call 24/7. But he's not elected, and he's not really considered full-time.
I made the decision
But
that I made
he
based on
is.
the fact that I thought it was an isolated thing. I didn't know it was,
No, that's,
that's what I was
so
saying.
we need to go back and we
We do.
need
Yeah, I
to
mean,
give
because Dr. Welsh
longevity to the
doesn't
dog warden.
receive,
I would like Dayton to be here,
yeah, like Dr. Welsh doesn't receive benefits or anything from us, per
Here's what Andrew's comment was.
insurance.
He's watching, but he said,
and his salary.
no longevity for health officer, but he's not here, so. We need to give it to the dog warden. Same difference.
okay.
I would like Dayton's take.
We need to give it to Probably Jason, same difference.
Is he full-time?
No
Jason.
different than Dr. Welch, he gets paid to do this.
Okay, I'm not arguing, I'm just asking
No,
a question.
I'm just, you know,
Well, perhaps it needs revisited. I mean, I was, like I
Yeah.
said, I was under the impression that it was kind of an isolated.
Well, I said, things are gonna come up, I'm gonna forget something. I mean, that's why I'm like, you guys help me think too, because I am only
Exactly.
one person sitting here trying to do numbers and stuff, so like.
You're doing a lot. Okay, so I have Dr. Welch. Does he come on a certain day of the week or anything? Does anybody know?
No.
I don't know, you should get on that.
I think he comes for the meeting and that's about it.
I don't think he's here unless he's needed here.
He didn't make a weekly visit?
I don't think so. I mean, you can ask Tara, but I do not think so.
Okay. All right. Okay.
We're missing one still. Oh, she's on the phone.
Now we have Jamie Brown.
We're still missing one.
I understand, but
All right. Thank you guys for having me and for the support you've offered to Lifetime over the years. I'm actually Erin Thomas. Jamie Brown is my assistant. She schedules these.
Oh, okay.
I'm all over the place. I'm going 6 counties, cities, townships, all over the place, so she schedules these for me. Yeah, so I'm here to make our annual request for funding. And if you're not familiar with Lifetime Resources, we are the area agency on aging, and we provide a variety of services that are essentially aimed at helping people maintain their independence and stay in their homes for as long as possible. And a lot of time that means delaying nursing facility placement and things like that. And we do that through a variety of services, including, so we have congregate meal sites, we have home delivered meals, we have, we are doing case management for for a variety of in-home services such as attendant care and, help with all those activities of daily living. So, bathing, dressing, food prep, medication management, all kinds of things like that basically are helping people to maintain their independence in their homes, not only where people prefer to be, but where it's most cost effective as well. And so you can see in the letter there that our average in-home service care plan costs are about just under $660 a month, compared to a nursing facility placement at over $8,400 a month. And so obviously the more people we can keep out of nursing facility placement helps to keep our Medicaid budget as a state down as well. In addition to those in-home services, we do things such as we have caregiver supports, we have health and wellness programs, we have, for example, a mental health screening, we have Walk with Ease programs, we have just a variety of different programs. We also operate Catch a Ride, which is public transit for anyone, for any purpose. But we do have non-emergent medical transportation contracts to do so that the individual isn't paying out of pocket if their Medicaid or managed care or something like that will pay for the trip. And those contracted services help us to meet our match for our grant as well. So the majority of the funding that we receive actually comes from state and federal grants. And then, those have varying levels of match requirements within them. And so you can see here that the budget just for Ripley County is about $1.3 million. And the request that we're making is for $25,000, which is just under 2% of the Ripley County budget. And that's consistent with last year's request. And then I do have some specific information here. You should have it actually on you can see, the number of individuals who are receiving the various different services. So for example, 257 individuals received information and assistance, 454 received case management, 314 individuals accounted for 8,500 trips, for example, and those are Ripley County residents. So,
with Catch a Ride.
yes, with Catch a Ride, yep. Yeah, so I'm happy to answer any questions you may have, anything like that.
This is dated August 12th?
Yeah.
And I looked through my packet, and I'm missing it. Did you send one of these when we sent out the request for you to submit information? Is this the first information you've sent to us?
I was gonna say,
Is there?
I think we did, I think Jamie may have just updated it. For example, we didn't have our,
Yeah, I think it's in here, but Jamie wanted to send an updated version of it.
Okay. Oh, okay.
so
Right
for
here.
example, the pie chart that you received, we just were able to finish that the other day.
Okay.
She was just sending updated.
Yeah, we were waiting on some information from the state before we were
Okay.
finalizing budgets and things like that. So it's probably just that she gave you an updated
Okay.
copy.
And I had the request, it was 25,000?
Yes.
Which is 2%?
Yeah, just
Okay.
under. But, yeah. And I'm happy to answer any questions you all have. You guys have been longtime supporters. We're very appreciative. Yeah.
Have you seen the needs of the program grow?
Yeah, so in fact, there's been a major change, actually, in the state. This past year, they implemented something called Pathways for Aging, which took that 60-plus Medicaid waiver population and put them under managed care. Well, there's a wait list for those services, which has then put pressure on ours. We actually have a wait list for services for the first time in 20 years. And, for example, with our choice funding that comes from the state, they took a big chunk of that 4 days before go live to help pay for IT expenses because they're transitioning into a new system. So we're like really crunched this year with no notice for a lot of our in-home service funding needs and things like that. So yeah, we have a wait list for services for the first time in a very long time.
Do you coordinate the 211 program?
No, we don't, but we have something similar. So 211 is just for your general population needs. We have something very specific through our Aging and Disability Resource Center, or ADRC. We have a million acronyms, sorry. But ours is specific to aging needs. And so what we actually have, when I say we're providing information assistance, we actually have a database of all the community resources that are available to meet the needs of our older adults. We actually have a physical library there in our building as well, so a lot of times we're sending out pamphlets where people come in, we help them. For example, we have SHIP counselors that help people navigate their Medicare options, and so we sit down and we go on the computer with them and help them go through applications and things like that as well. So we're kind of like the older adult version of 211, specifically focused on that population.
Council, other questions?
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
We appreciate you coming. We don't share right now.
Okay.
But we have you down at the end of all the individuals coming in, and I have you down that the request will be for 25,000.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yep, thank you.
Enjoy your afternoon.
Yep, you too. Thanks for the consideration. If you have any follow-up questions, happy to answer them.
What's our choice here, council? Do we want to start where we came back from lunch? It looks like what I have next would be the circuit court, but we have Judge King coming tomorrow at 10, so we'll skip. Let's see, and we've done the clerk, the commissioners, we'll be discussing with them tomorrow morning, starting at 9, so we'll go through that. The next is economic development, and that's Gary Norman, and he's going to be joining us on Thursday at 11.
The coroner is
It's
coming
the
in at
other, it's the
10:15.
opposite.
Okay, tomorrow, 10:15.
So
Okay.
the next one should be EMA.
EMA. To clarify, the commissioners prefer at 9 a.m.
Yeah, the squares go across.
Oh, excuse me, yes, okay, 9 a.m. on Thursday, thank you. Commissioners, coroners tomorrow, EMA. All right, we have our EMA 0016, this is County General. And the director has gone and put in the $2,500 as per our letter, but we need a change there. Amy, have you had time to do that?
Yep.
Okay,
EMA director is 58,195. Emergency preparedness is 17,835 for both of them. So here's another one in that circumstance. So they're not full-time, or they are full-time because they're on call 24/7. So they get paid like a salary. They get paid every 2 weeks, the same amount, but they are not eligible for benefits.
Why?
Are we giving them longevity?
What's the from my own understanding, what's the reason they're not eligible for benefits?
I'm going to say this, and I'm not saying it because, I'm just going to say it because that's what I've always been told since I've been the auditor, that they've just never gotten benefits.
They don't
They're not
get, they
eligible
don't get
for them.
perf, they don't get insurance.
I'm not saying it's right or wrong, I'm just stating that's the way it's been.
Half their salary is paid from the state.
and you may say, okay, we're getting benefits, but per our handbook, the commissioners and the council are considered full-time.
They're elected.
Elected.
They're different
Elected,
They're
it's
elected.
completely
They're
different.
They're different.
than these two.
These
So
aren't
do they get
elected.
insurance and perf and stuff from the state if
No.
part of their
No.
money comes from there?
No,
They're paid by county funds,
half of it.
half of it, 50%.
It's really pretty much all of theirs, because we only get up to 30,000. Pretty much that's the EMA director's income. Half of it.
Half.
It's kind of baffling to me, but I'm the new girl, so.
What?
I said it's just strange to me, but I guess I'm trying to follow, like, they're full-time, but they're not full-time.
I know.
They're on call.
It's almost like they're,
They may not ever be, they may work a whole year and get paid for the whole year and never do nothing.
Never, yeah.
Now do what?
I'm just saying. By right or wrong, at least, and you worked in the auditor's office a lot longer than me, but that's the way it's always been.
It used to be classified as a part-time, I don't know if they got changed to full-time, and you only have so many, with perf, you have to have,
So many hours.
well, it's just not, you can't just make a perf position, you have to go through the steps to get somebody covered in a perf, because there's a process to doing that, so whether it was supposed to be done, didn't do, I have no idea, but it used to be a part-time position, and part-time is not eligible for benefits, so,
Well, they are part-time, but they never work hours.
right, I get that, it's just like.
I mean, they get paid whether they're there or not.
It's like you and I, we're on call 24/7.
Correct.
So, but yes, they may not work in any, if there's something happens.
But if there's a disaster, they may work 150 hours in 1 week.
Right.
So what's the definition of a part-time employee versus a full-time in this county?
Read the handbook, it's wishy-washy.
But it's the same for all counties. I mean, we have.
No, it is not the same for all counties.
Well, it's the same that they're getting paid by the state, that amount.
We get 30,000 from the state to cover up to up to $30,000 for EMA. But, I mean, we budget 132,000,
Right, right.
but we only get up to 30.
Correct, correct. But it's the same as many things in the state of Indiana. There's 92 counties, and there's 92 ways those
Correct.
92
But
counties
if you
do
read
things.
the handbook is very wishy-washy in all things. What'd you say?
If
gets changed all the time.
Yeah.
The new girl's thought is that if you're talking about all these kinds of things and longevity and all that other kind of stuff, it shouldn't be wishy-washy. It should be pretty clear. Like who's part-time or who's full-time or who's eligible for benefits and who's not. Just my 2 cents.
I agree with you, but
So a way we could do this is if you qualify for PERF, could that be a way that we differentiate?
could be.
That's something that's tangible that,
Just benefit eligible, period.
but yeah,
Okay.
oh, that'd be good.
Why don't we sleep on that and see if that's.
This is not my call.
Um,
Yeah.
And like I said, I would like David to be here too. Will he be here tomorrow?
Not in the morning,
Not in
but
the
after
morning.
lunch.
Okay.
Okay, I'll put this,
Possibly after lunch.
I'll put down perf and,
If you do it that way, then you're not gonna have to say, should this one, or should that one, or should this one not? If they get perf, that's pretty black and white.
Or benefit eligible.
Benefits.
Right.
That's gonna not, you're not gonna give this one and not this one, and somebody's gonna get mad. If they don't get benefits.
I agree.
I just, that's just my personal opinion.
no, but I think that's
agree.
That would
fair.
take care of it all. That would take care of the health officer, the dog warden, all these.
Yes.
It would take care of all of it.
Right.
So do we have to
It'll clean it
rescind
up.
anything we did before?
Not yet. Sleep
Well,
on it.
let's just wait and
Okay.
think about it.
Unless you want
Good.
to do it now.
Think of the repercussions.
I don't think it changes anything other than it changes the health department. I don't think it changes anything on the ordinance that's going to have to be done for the longevity, other than I think we need to add that they need to be benefit eligible.
And Danielle thought of that, and Shauna thought of that, good minds.
Does it need to be, I don't know, does it need to be communicated to the health department that it may change since they were here and,
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
well, I know it will be at
We
some
would
point,
ask
but I
her to
mean
come back,
today.
yeah.
Yeah, we'll call her back in. If it's changed, you guys may sleep on it and not do it. Like,
What's sort of really weird about EMA is we always had just a part-time person to run EMA and then 2
get 3
fill-ins.
part-time, really.
Yeah, the 2 fill-ins and a part-time, and then commissioners made it full-time. And then still the 2 part-times. So it's actually a lot of people for one really small department. But their theory was, oh, we get 30,000, that'll cover these 2. But as you heard Amy say, we get $30,000, and that's it.
To cover
So it's,
130,000.
well, we get paid 30 of it, but it used to be, well, when Patrick was here, a good example. Patrick was pretty well it, and everybody else was volunteer. And then when Patrick passed away, okay, well, now we have to have somebody that's paid, and they were part-time, and then you had 2 helpers. And now it went to full-time and 2 paid helpers, all in the last 5 years, 6 years, something like that. Am I right on that, Amy? Real close to something like that?
Say that one more time, I was reading.
This full-time and 2 part-times on the EMA. When did Patrick,
So when Patrick was here, he was paid, and then he had 2
Randy
part-time.
was part-time too.
That's what I mean. He was part-time with 2 helpers that were volunteers. And then
Well,
after,
Randy brought in the 2 people. He asked for the 2 people. Because he was a full-time firefighter also, and when he was out of the county, he needed someone here in case
Case.
something would happen. Like, he needed them to be able to be here.
and then he left about 6 or 8 months later after that.
Yeah, but Randy was never full-time. It didn't
No,
become a
but-
full-time position until James became.
But wasn't it that he said, I'm leaving and I feel like the position should be a full-time
Correct.
position? That was his recommendation
well,
when he
yeah,
left?
I understand a full-time, but not needing the 2 part-time with the full-time.
Correct, yes.
They have to be, I'm not saying they are, but I would think they'd have to be down there twiddling their thumbs. What am I gonna do? Because you can only do so much with an emergency. Thank God, we don't have them, but,
Yeah, we don't want an emergency.
so I think we actually have 2 people too many.
Maybe, would council want to think about having the full-time person and just one part-time person? The commissioner's the one that said,
No, it's our call. If we don't fund it, then they have to figure out how to get the money for them. That's what everybody forgets. We're actually over the commissioners because we fund them. And if we say, no, we're not going to fund this,
well, if you fund it
Not
at a
really
zero.
over them, but you fund them.
that's what I meant by that.
If you fund it at a zero level,
That's what I mean. If we would fund just enough for one salary, it's,
Oh, can we just discuss that with the commissioners? Like, I don't understand the need, I guess, for how did it went from like a part-time to a full-time and 2 part-time, I mean.
well, the reason we had a part-time person that wasn't in accounting. So that's why it went to having 2 part-time people paid. So it was 3 part-time people paid. And then it went from that to, hey, let's just make this a full-time job, but they didn't eliminate the 2 part-time.
Yeah, I mean, from the outside listening in, I mean, that sounds, it's confusing or doesn't make a lot of sense. But there's probably more to the story that I don't know.
I think there might be more to the story than any of us know, because if we have an EMA director, I can't believe he's just on call, and the only time he comes here is when we need him.
No, our EMA director is here every day.
Right, so that's what they're talking about, is this EMA director not working.
Our EMA director's here every day.
no,
No, I didn't say he doesn't work. I'm saying that, what do you do all day on an emergency medic, an emergency?
I can't answer, but he's here every day.
He's here every day. I'm not saying he's not
We're in
working.
training.
But I think the 2 individuals we're talking about is 13100.5 and 13200.5. That's a preparedness specialist and an administrative assistant are the 2 part-time positions. Does everyone see that on page 18? Under,
Yeah, I see it.
okay. So would we like to talk about those 2 positions with the commissioners?
I think that sounds like a good idea.
So at your meeting tomorrow morning at 9,
No, it's
Thursday,
Thursday.
Morning.
at 9, that's an issue we'll talk about with you.
So does EMA have a budget? Do they have a time slot for budget? They did.
I don't see where they'll be coming in.
Why don't you let me call him and you ask him questions?
Yeah, I think that's
Okay.
what we need to do. He needs to, we need to give him a little bit of time on Thursday.
We could, do we want to ask him tomorrow, or do we want to talk with him Thursday?
My opinion would be if he could come in tomorrow, to talk to him tomorrow, and then discuss it with the commissioners on Thursday. That's just an idea.
We could ask him to come in tomorrow at 10:30 or at 1.
Not at 1.
I wouldn't do 1.
One's full.
So you're either gonna have to do 10:30 or 1:45.
Okay.
She's gonna see if he'll call her. I can't get, he's not in the office right now. I don't know if he's in training or what. I didn't have him on the agenda because his budget he didn't add anything to it. He took away a lot.
That's fine. We're just asking some questions. All right, so we're not gonna do the budget for EMA. We'll just fold that over. Now, EMS, I'm gonna look.
They're on for the 13th at 9:30.
Okay. Thirteenth at 9:30?
Yeah, see them here. Alex Pope.
Oh, I got this one I printed off.
Oh, okay.
All right, so, we're not gonna talk about that. The extension office. There, this is 0009 County Extension.
So I don't know how you guys want me to handle this. They only have one full-time employee.
Mm-hmm.
They have numerous part-time. Are you doing 75 cents? Are you doing something else? I mean, they're
We're doing 75 cents, correct?
for
the office.
part-time employees.
For the part-time staff, and then that, the office manager.
But were you out when we were talking at the beginning, though?
I don't know.
We
I just
resolved
think
that
there's
issue with the
something that
county.
I think we need to I think you guys need to discuss the 75 cents for part-time employees. Because if you do the 75 cents, you're gonna be paying the part-time employees, giving them more of a raise than our full-time
Full-time
employees.
Let's stay hourly rate for part-time people.
It varies.
15.75 right now. If you give them 75 cents, it'll be 16.50. But if they're giving, like, I just took the highway garage, for instance. The highway garage makes $22.82. So if you give them a 3% raise, it's only 69 cents.
So eliminating that part-time might be somewhere with 50% or 50 cents now.
Correct.
To be
But-
to be the 3% range.
Where your percent has to be higher.
Excuse me?
I said where the percent has to be higher.
Correct.
It's one or the other.
Right, except it's kind of dirty telling a part-time person you're giving them 75 cents, and then we take that, make that lower.
Well, I mean, but my thing is like, we're in budget hearings, they don't know that they're gonna get 75 cents. My employees thought they were getting a $2,500 raise, and they're not.
Correct,
So what's the difference? I mean, they're full-time employees.
correct.
Well, you're gonna, even if we give a part-time 50 cents, you're only gonna give a full-time 19 cents an hour more?
Or what about, ending the highway department up to 75 cents?
So then you're gonna give them more of a raise than my girls in my office?
Are they getting a 75-cent raise?
No.
No, I think we opened a can of worms today. A lot more than we think.
So if you give all the full-time employees 3%, why does the part-time need more than 3%?
Yeah, because normally they give part-time the same. Wouldn't that be about 47 cents?
Right.
The
50
part-time
cents?
usually gets the same percentage that anybody else would get.
It'd be $16.23.
Yeah.
Is what the part-time would make. Or whatever they're making now. We do have
Normally
some
we-
part-time employees that make more than that.
I think last year it was 75 cents is what it averaged out to be.
It was, but that was because we gave a flat amount.
Right.
Mm-hmm. 2,500.
We didn't give
last
a
year.
percentage. That's why I asked if you also wanted to, when you give a percentage, if you wanted to stop at a flat amount. I mean, because your EMA or your EMS director is going to be getting a hefty percentage.
Okay,
145 tomorrow, EMA.
145, okay. Thank you.
So would the 3% work for the part-time, like we used to do in the past?
The 3% for part-time, depending if it's 1623, that equals about 48 cents.
Yeah. But it's 3%, just like everybody else is getting 3%. It's how it was in the past.
I just think giving a full-time employee 69-cent raise is sort of, I don't know.
You want to think about this tonight, process it?
You guys make me do every one of these budgets over again, I swear.
Oh, my gosh. Okay, but we'll process that. That's something we're going to talk about, the percent for our staff.
I don't think that 3% raise is a bad thing. I think that's a good thing. I just think that I mean, 2.5 is cost of living. I'm not saying 3% is a bad raise. I'm just stating I think you might want to look at your part-time employees getting 75 cents compared to
Your
when you look
full-time.
at it on the hour, your
Yes.
full-time only getting
Right.
Do you know how many part-timers we have?
Several is what she said earlier.
several. Because a lot of our EMS employees are part-time.
But,
We don't have nearly as many as we used to since we went to full-time paramedics and full-time
but
EMTs.
overall,
Overall, I gotta go to a different screen. I won't let me.
All right, we have the extension
Well, hold on.
budget.
Hold on,
Okay,
hold on.
I was going to share something.
Waiting on a question.
Go ahead, you're fine, go ahead.
What, on the extension, okay, we have the office manager and things and supplies, and the supplies are zero, dues and everything, zero. But you look down here, contractual services,
94.
94 part-time.
Whoa.
And that contractual services, we really don't have anything to say about it. That's a contract the commissioners signed with Purdue University that they're supplying 2 extension educators. And that's the amount of that right there, that 26,750. So that particular, everything except the office manager, the clerical on extension, we could discuss.
The office manager will be 43,464.
Okay?
And then does that person get perf or longevity?
I don't know if she's been here long enough.
I don't think so, because she took Monica's place, I believe.
Yeah, she's not been here long enough years.
And the extension staff wouldn't get that, they're contractual services. Longevity.
What's that top number then?
$75,669.
And then our bottom total,
Not changing anything else?
we can't change those contractual services.
I know you can't, I'm just asking if you're changing anything else.
And zeros.
They must
increases.
drive a lot for $8,125.
Well, they get our county rate, what are we paying? 52? 55 a mile.
$156.60.
All right, do we have a motion to approve?
So,
Stan has moved, do we have a second?
One second.
Stephanie has moved to second. Any discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to vote. All in favor, raise your right hand. Those opposed, same sign. Stan, did you say no or yes? No. Oh, you were, okay.
yeah.
Okay, 5-0. Put a check mark right here for that one.
I heard you mention mileage, like, who makes that decision? When do you look at that?
Well, last year we voted on how many, per diem and also mileage. It was,
Per
This was
diem
last
is
year.
$55 a day and mileage is 55 cents a day.
next one I'm pulling up is.
We don't have to
maintenance.
set like a mileage based on like IRS standards or anything like that?
You don't have to, no, but you can.
Is everybody looking at maintenance? Annex and
At
courthouse?
3:30, I will tell you that our network is going down,
Oh, okay,
so.
Is
at
this a plan?
3:30, It's been a plan all week.
okay.
But,
didn't
I
know.
mean, well, we were supposed to adjourn at 3.
Yes, we was getting
And
a
I
little
don't
bit.
care, I just want to let you know at 3:30, the network's going down.
Okay. We're getting a
I
little
hadn't
bit.
said anything because.
I appreciate it.
Thought we were leaving at 3, so.
But do you mind doing a couple more or you want to quit?
Well, if it goes down at 3:30, are you caught up with us, or do you have stuff that you need to do? Do you see what I'm saying?
And I'm not gonna get caught up with you until I go home tonight.
What do you want to do? Want to come back fresh tomorrow morning
Let's reconvene
at 9? We're going to reconvene then at 9? All right.
Do
We
to
don't
come
need a
any earlier?
motion or anything. We'll just reconvene at 9 a.m., August 13th.
Are there any meetings? Is this room used tonight?
No, you can leave everything.
Oh, good. Okay. We'll look forward to seeing everybody tomorrow morning.